A rusted old greyhound wheezed to a halt, like it was sighing with relief. The doors creaked open, and out stepped Eddie Palmer, mid-30s, prison-hardened but still handsome in a rugged, used-to-play football kind of way. He had the eyes of someone who'd seen too much and the posture of a man who wasn't sure he deserved to stand tall again. He inhaled the thick, humid southern air like it might choke him. 12 years, he muttered. Still smells like fried catfish and broken promises. A honk interrupted his brooding. An old beat-up Buick screeched to a stop, nearly hitting a trash can. Out stepped Vivian Palmer, his grandma. 70-something, wiry, and sharp as a whip. Imagine a southern church lady with the soul of a retired drill sergeant. Good Lord, look at you, she barked. You got out with all your teeth. She charged at him like a linebacker in pearls. Hey, Grandma, Eddie grunted. She hugged him like he owed her rent. Prison food didn't kill you. Either a miracle or they got better cooks now. Missed your bedside manner. She swatted him on the arm. Bus was late. I would have picked you up myself, but the DMV said I'm a danger to mailboxes and society. You hit one mailbox. 3. But who's counting? The room hadn't changed. Dust on the dresser, football trophies from another lifetime, and a cracked photo of Eddie back when he had a scholarship to LSU. Out the window, he spotted a beat-up trailer next door. A little boy in a princess tiara spun in the grass. That was Sam, 7 years old, delicate, joyful, completely unaware the world might have a problem with him being exactly who he was. On the porch, a woman argued with a man who looked like he hadn't worked since dial-up internet. That's Shelley, Vivian said from behind him. And her boy, Sam. The one in the tiara? Eddie asked. Yep. Kid's got flair. And manners. Can't say the same for his mama's boyfriends. He seems different. Different ain't bad, Eddie. Different gets stuff done. Ordinary folks just watch. Vivian dumped a mountain of gumbo in front of him later that night. So, what's the plan, Jailhouse Rock? Get a job. Stay quiet. Stay clean. Small towns got long memories, Eddie. You show your face and they'll remember the worst parts of your story, never the first chapters. I know. Good. 'Cause I didn't raise no coward. I raised a boy who could run a football like the devil was chasing him. You also raised a boy dumb enough to steal a car. I didn't say perfect. I said mine. The next few days, Eddie went job hunting. Gas stations. Diners. Hardware stores. Every manager smiled politely, nodded, and then slid his resume into the trash like it was radioactive. One man offered him a job cleaning out the porta-potties for the county fair. Eddie blinked and replied, Thanks. I'll pass. I've seen worse, but I ain't got PTSD for porta-johns yet. That night, he ended up at the local bar, sipping a beer and avoiding eye contact. His old friend Daryl swaggered in, big belly, bigger mouth. Well, look who it is. The legend returns. Daryl grinned. My boy broke your touchdown record. You proud or you crying? Little of both, Eddie replied, managing a smile. Then came Sheriff Coles. He'd changed. He was stiffer now. Sharper. Welcome back, Eddie, Coles said flatly. Don't give me a reason to visit again. Wouldn't dream of it. Then Shelley walked in, whiskey-breathed and flirty. You're Vivian's grandson, huh? I remember you. You were hotter before prison. Still cute, though. I'm good, thanks. Suit yourself. But you ever get lonely? She disappeared into the crowd. Eddie exhaled and ordered water. By morning, Eddie stumbled into the house, clearly hungover. You smell like bad choices and bar peanuts, Vivian said, handing him coffee. Please, not so loud. Church in an hour. You're going. Why? Because Jesus forgives. And because I already ironed your shirt. Eddie sat in the church pew like it was a courtroom. People side-eyed him. Sam sat beside him, drawing hearts in a coloring book while other kids whispered. Sam ignored them, head high. Sheriff Coles leaned over. You keeping clean? Trying to. Try harder. I'm watching. Daryl, not even whispering, said, There's something wrong with that kid. Eddie clenched his fists. Sam didn't flinch, just kept coloring. Later that week, Eddie sat across from Principal Forbes. You were the Palmer boy with the LSU scholarship, right? Till I got sidetracked. Vivian raised me more than my own mama. If she says you deserve a chance, I'll believe her. Forbes offered him a job as the school custodian. I'll be here, Eddie nodded. That night, Eddie watched Sam brushing Vivian's hair as she nodded off. She says I'm special, Sam whispered. Do you think so? Eddie nodded slowly. Yeah, kid. I do. Then suddenly, Vivian slumped. Grandma, Eddie called out. No answer. Grandma. The rain didn't let up at the cemetery. Eddie stood alone. Coles approached. You can't keep the boy, Eddie. Watch me. What followed was Eddie's crash course in fatherhood. He burned pancakes. He helped Sam with homework that involved glitter and tiaras. He even braided Sam's hair for the school play badly. Sam beamed as he won most creative tiara at school. Maggie, Sam's teacher, watched with cautious warmth. You're doing better than half the parents here, she said. That's a low bar, isn't it? Still, you're trying. That counts. Back at the bar one night, Daryl sneered. You let that little boy prance around like a girl. You're messing him up. He's happier than you'll ever be. He's a freak. Eddie didn't hesitate. One punch. Chaos. You can't solve every problem with fists, Maggie said afterward. What do I do when words don't work? Then you listen harder. Be louder without yelling. But just when things seemed to be getting better, Shelley returned, demanding custody. The court favored biology over love. Eddie watched Sam leave, his heart tearing in silence. That night, Eddie stared at an old photo in Vivian's room. The phone rang. Sam's voice was shaking. He hit me, Eddie. The new guy. Eddie drove like hell. Sam had a bruise on his cheek. No questions asked. Just, where are we going? Somewhere safe. Somewhere that listened. Eddie turned himself in the next morning. He stood in court, hands folded, voice steady. I may not be his father by blood, but I'm the one who showed up. Maggie testified. Even Sheriff Coles, silently, didn't object. Then came the shocker. Shelley, in tears, signed over custody. He needs someone stronger than me, she whispered. Weeks later, Eddie sat on Vivian's porch, coffee in hand. Sam bounced beside him, holding a letter. I'm in the Princess Club, Sam shouted. Eddie grinned, tears in his eyes. Well, Your Highness. Guess we're getting glitter. They hugged, and for the first time in a long time, it felt like home.